Hey guys, in today's video, we'll be showcasing Dragapult EX, but this time we'll be partnering it with Alakazam with a strange hacking attack. For 1 psychic energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Now this special condition could slow down your opponent's active Pokemon, giving them a 50% chance of success when they attack. However, you may also move any number of damage counters from your opponent's Pokemon to their other Pokemon in any way you like. So basically, the whole strategy for this build is to use Dragapult EX using its Phantom Dive attack, which deals 200 damage, and you also get to put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. So effectively, it's a 260 total damage that you're dealing towards your opponent's Pokemon. By manipulating all of the damage counters around your opponent's board, you might just be able to take multiple knockouts when you use this attack. As for my draw support, I am using Pidgeot EX in this build with the ability Quick Search. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. This ability is so overpowered, you basically just get any one card from your deck. And Dragapult EX's pre-evolution Dracloak is also a great draw support with the Recon Directive ability. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, and put the other card on the bottom of your deck. And as for my final draw support, I have Rotom V with the Instant Charge ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards, but if you use this ability, it will end your turn. And of course, you can also use Forest Seal Stone on Rotom V so that you can use the V-Star Power ability, Star Alchemy, allowing you to search for any one card from your deck and put it into your hand. And as for my Ace-Pack card, I'm using Neo Upper Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 1 colorless energy. However, if this card is attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, it acts as 2 energies of every type. Now, this build might seem clunky at first, but after playing it, it's actually a pretty solid deck. After spreading enough damage counters throughout your opponent's board, it's so easy to take multiple knockouts with Alakazam's strange hacking attack. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. Now, please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Dragapult EX with Alakazam. Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you're liking the content I create, please leave a like to this video and please support this channel by subscribing if you haven't already. This is a small click for you, but for me, it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of your support. Alright, on to our first match. Both players will take a mulligan. I will be going first in this build. I do prefer going first since I have a lot of Stage 2 Pokemon that I need to evolve into. And basically on my first turn, what I like to do is just set up my basic Pokemon, as much of them as I can, and then on my second turn, hopefully, ideally, you'll be able to evolve into Dragapult EX and start attacking. And we're going against another Dragapult EX, alright. Let's go ahead and use our Buddy Poffin, set up Dreepy and a Pidgey. I'll put an energy on Dreepy and then just end my turn. At least that 1 energy attachment going on our first turn will might allow us to attack on our next turn. But with not enough cards in our hand to go with, we're going to depend on Iono. Hopefully, draw into the cards that we need. Maybe evolve into Dragapult EX and start taking knockouts. But for now, my opponent is using the Xatu version. They also have Rotom V with Forest Seal Stone, just as we do. We probably need to set up our own Rotom V as well. But we did get a Psychic Energy. Let's see what we get with Iono. If we can evolve into Dragapult EX, that would be awesome. But we got 2 Dracloaks, we got a rare candy, but no Dragapult EX. So I'll just evolve these 2, and then I'll use Recon Directive. I can use 2 of them. I'll get this Fire Energy, and then use another Recon Directive. Alright, we didn't get the Dragapult. Well, we can't evolve anymore anyways. So I'll just get Nest Ball, and I think I'll get my Rotom V. But I think I'll take advantage of the fact that we can attack and just knock out their Dreepy, getting us our first prize. And the reason for that is, unless my opponent has the energy that they need to fully energize a Dragapult EX, we should be safe, because that 1 energy attachment to their active Dreepy could possibly get them a fully powered up Dragapult EX this turn, especially now that they've been able to evolve into a Pidgeot EX. They can just grab whatever card that they want. And also a fully evolved Xatu can accelerate an energy from their hand to one of their bench Pokemon. They're going to use Iono. So if they have a rare candy and a Dragapult EX and a Fire Energy, they can start attacking with Dragapult EX. But then again, they also have to get rid of Rotom V or switch it out of the active spot. But the fact that they evolved into a Dracloak means that they cannot attack with Dragapult EX. So that's really nice. And with their Iono, we actually got a Dragapult EX in our hands, so we can start attacking as early as this turn. But let's see what we could do here. We're just gonna use our Recon Directive before we evolve into anything, and I'm gonna go with Rare Candy because that's gonna help us to evolve into Alakazam later. And with Buddy Buddy Poffin, I'll just set up another Dreepy, evolve into Dragapult EX, and what I could do is actually get a boss orders. I could take a knockout against the Rotom V, but wouldn't it be nice if we can just spread our damage around first? I'm gonna prioritize evolving into Pidgeot EX because that's gonna help us along the way. We can search for any one card once per turn, which is pretty awesome. I can evolve my Alakazam now because once they get their Dragapult EX going, they can just continue to knock out my Abra, and we're not going to be able to evolve into Alakazam. So at least with the heightened HP, we should be able to survive a few attacks. And with that, I think I'm just going to knock out their Rotom V and just start spreading damage around here. And take 2 prizes for that. They might do the same to me, but we're ahead 3 prizes already. And this could go any which way, you know. It's a little bit difficult to win with Alakazam to spread damage, especially they have high HP Pokemon if they evolve into multiple Dragapult EX, as well as Pidgeot EX. We're not going to be able to get all 3 prizes just by spreading damage around. So gauging that, I think being able to get ahead in the prize trade is the best option. But let's see what my opponent does here. So they evolve into a Dragapult EX. They will be able to attack, but that initial damage on our Dragapult EX is actually really good. But they also have maximum belt, which is really bad because they're dealing extra damage. And with that extra damage, if we retreat our Dragapult EX, they could just knock it out with a chip damage with another Dragapult EX. So they're focusing on putting damage counters on our other Dracloak. And we're gonna evolve this into a Dragapult EX right away so that we can prevent them from dealing any damage. But before we evolve, Recon Directive is great. We got an Iono, and we also have Quick Search that we can use. And then I can evolve this other Dreepy into Dracloak. So we have a lot of draw options here, which is pretty great. Recon Directive, Arven is the best option. I mean, if we do Iono, they're gonna draw 6 cards anyway. So what I'm gonna do is just use Phantom Dive and then deal 6 damage counters to their Dracloak. So now we have 320 damage spread out on my opponent's board. We need 3 prizes. If they don't evolve into Dragapult EX, we could possibly use Alakazam, retreat, and then just knock out their Xatu, Dracloak, and also their Manaphy to get us our 3 prizes. They will use Iono, however, and they will evolve into Dragapult EX. Alright, so this is not ideal. Unless they set up another Dreepy, we could possibly win next turn. So by attacking with our active Dragapult EX, we were actually taking a risk. But no, they're gonna use Counter Catcher to get our Dragapult EX, and that's actually a really good move. And that's why you never know how the game will turn. That's why never underestimate your opponent. Even though you're ahead in the prize trade, you always have to be on guard. So now with Phantom Dive, they're dealing 250 damage. We're dying here, but not quite. We live by 10 HP, which is pretty insane. However, if they have a boss orders, they can knock out our Rotom V and then just spread those 6 damage counters between our Dragapult EX, they can take 6 prizes. That's pretty insane. We don't have any healing options in this build, so we have to make this count, guys. We have Melite. It's really not useful right now. What I could do is actually boss their Xatu in the active. If they don't have any way to retreat it, what I could do is just use Alakazam and knock out their Pidgeot EX. That's going to prevent them from drawing into the card that they need. Because, again, they only need a boss orders to win this game. If they don't have a boss in their hand, we might be able to live. I mean, that's our only option, I think. I have Rescue Board to retreat my Dragapult EX for now. And I'll need an energy to power up my Alakazam. I think I'll just use the Rescue Board. And then I could move the 6 damage counters to their Dragapult EX in the active. But again, they could just search for a Fire Energy and attack. Boss orders could win them the game. So, this is insane, man. Despite being ahead in the prize trade, they can still win it. I could use Earthen Vessel, but I think I'll just use Neo Upper Energy. And then I'm going to Boss's Orders their Xatu. Basically, that's gonna... I'll make them need one more card, right? So we're just gonna use Strange Hacking, and we're gonna move damage counters to their Pidgeot EX, 260, and then we need 20 more to Pidgeot EX, right? 20 more to knock it out, and then 1 more to their Manaphy. Alright, so we will knock out their Pidgeot EX, and we're just gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best, guys. Basically, they need a boss orders and an energy to retreat their Xatu. They haven't used any boss orders yet, so they could possibly have it in their hand, but they need an energy to retreat their Xatu. So there's the boss. That's it. That's the winning game. Do they have... Dude. They whipped the energy. Dude, that's insane. That is insane. All we need is an energy to attach to Rotom V so that we can retreat. Hey. Alright, moving on to our next match. Both players will be taking a mulligan. And they have double turbo energies, though. We're going to start with the Manaphy in the active spots. My opponent won the coin flip, and they actually let us go first. And they're going to start with a Froakie. So we're going against Greninja EX. Alright. Let's see what combination they are using. But we have a bunch of 3Ps set up on our bench, and also 1 Pidgey. And we're just going to put our Rescue Board on our Manaphy. And we're going to retreat that. We will need this Manaphy in this build, because Greninja EX has the potential to deal multiple knockouts. Alright. Snorunt with water energy so that they can collect, draw 1 card. Alright. So this is Frostlass Greninja EX combo. Alright. Let's go ahead and use our Iono. Put another energy. And then we're going to use Nest Ball so that we can grab Rotom V, instant charge, draw 3, and that will end our turn. Alright, so we got an Abra also. We can evolve into Drag Cloak. We have Arven so that we can grab our Rare Candy, evolve into Dragapult EX. But most probably I could get my Forest Seal Stone and a Rare Candy to evolve into Pidgeot EX so that I can just grab any 2 cards that I want from my deck using Quick Search and also the Forest Seal Stone. I could evolve into Dragapult EX and start attacking as early as next turn. Maybe take multiple knockouts. But my opponent will use boss orders to put our Rotom V in the active. And since we only have 1 Rescue Board in this build, that does put us in a an awkward position basically, because we have to get our Rotom V out of the active first before we can attack. But at least they haven't evolved into any Frostlass, which is good, because we need to keep our Manaphy alive as long as possible. So I'll just use Arven, get Rare Candy for a Seal Stone, evolve into a Dracloak. I don't think I'll be able to evolve into a Dragapult EX this turn yet and start attacking, so I'll just take it slow, see where it goes. And anyways, I want my opponent to evolve into a Greninja EX so that I can basically bank more damage counters to their board so that we can spread it around later on. So now we have a fully powered up Dracloak. We just have to evolve into Dragapult EX. We'll evolve into another Dracloak so we can keep using our Recon Directive ability. And I'll get its Psychic Energy because we need to retreat our Rotom V anyways with that. And I think I'm going to use my Star Alchemy now because I'm pretty sure my opponent will just take advantage and knock it out. And I'll just use Instant Charge. So I'm basically sacrificing my Rotom V this turn. Now, if I can spread damage around, they have Cleffa, which is 30 HP. It's an easy knockout. And if they evolve into Frostlass, I believe Frostlass has 100 HP. So I'll have to retain more damage counters throughout their board before I can deal multiple knockouts. Alright, they put my rescue board in the Lost Zone with their Lost Vacuum. And I'm surprised they haven't been able to evolve into a Greninja EX yet. Alright, there's the Greninja EX. They have a rare candy, there it is. And Cleffa has 0 retreat cost, so they can easily retreat it. And Professor's Research, look at that hand. Alright, the more Frostlass lineup, the better. But they will take a knockout against our Rotom V. Again, any game can just turn and go to either player's advantage, right? So that's gonna give them 2 prizes already, so all they need is 4. If they have Canceling Cologne, they can boss Manaphy in the active and take multiple knockouts that way, and they could just win it, especially if they set up their Frostlass. Thankfully, they haven't set up Frostlass, which might deal chip damage to all of our Pokemon at this point. So we got an Iono, which is great. I'll evolve into Dragapult EX. Recon Directive. We got Neo Opera Energy, is really good too. But not necessary, I guess. Guess I could set up another Dreepy. And I'll use Iono. That's gonna put them down to 4 cards in their hand. Hopefully nothing useful. And see what we can quick search here. I'll have to evolve into Alakazam at some point, so I'll go ahead and use Phantom Dive. And I wonder if I should just take a knockout. No, I'll put it all on Froakie for now. So 260. I can finish this game next turn, right? Oh no, well, take 4 prizes at least. Because with 200, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, no. We're not knocking out multiple Pokemon at this point. Not just yet. But we're pretty close. We could take all 6 prizes or just take a few prizes at a time. But it could make a big difference if we get rid of a lot of their Pokemon. That's what we want to do. So there's the Frostlass. Alright. No, it's 90 HP. It's not 100. Alright. They're only dealing 150 damage to our Dragapult EX, which is good. Which means we can survive another turn. What I could do is use Pidgeot EX to boss their Frostlass. Just so I can get another turn. Let's use Recon Directive. Alright, we got Mela. And then what I need is a boss. But I'll use Counter Catcher because sometimes when you're ahead in the prize trade, you won't be able to use Counter Catcher, so I'll just use that. Knock out their Frostlass, and I'll just spread damage around. Not completely knocking out everybody. So just take one prize for now. And I hope we're good. If they put one more basic Pokemon and they don't evolve into Greninja, I think we can take the last 5 prizes to win this game. But let's see what my opponent does. That's basically the ideal. Oh, there it is. Buddy Poffin. And then I need them to not evolve their Froakie into another Greninja. With limited hand, with the limited cards in their hand, and also okay, they have unfair stamp, but that's okay. We have Pidgeot EX. We have Earthen Vessel, which could get us Psychic Energy. Oh man, they have Irida. They could get another Greninja EX in play, but that's okay. If we can knock or at least deal a lot of damage to another Greninja EX, we can spread damage counters around and take all 5 prizes regardless. We just need a few more turns here, but with Pidgeot EX, I need a rare candy and also an Alakazam. Here goes another Frostlass. Thankfully, we did spread those damage counters around so that it is a lot easier to knock them out. Alright, we're gonna attack with Greninja EX again for another 150. So we have 20 HP left in our active. We could take a knockout here. And this Abra is going to die at the end of our turn, so we need to evolve it. We got an Arven though. Recon Directive, Buddy Poffin. I think we're good though. No, we're good. So I can use Quick Search, get my Alakazam, use Arven to get Rare Candy, and we should be able to survive. And Frostlass will not be able to damage our Alakazam because it doesn't have any abilities. And then, yeah, I think we got this. Let's use Earthen Vessel, get our Psychic Energy, we can retreat. And then what we're gonna do is use Alakazam and Strange Hacking. Is this enough to knock everybody out? We'll find out. So we're gonna confuse their Greninja. Basically, they have 50% chance of success, but we're gonna take out everybody in their bench. 3 here. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh, we're short 30. We're short 30 HP. No. All right. Well, we got 4 knockouts. That's not bad. All right. So all we have to do is use Dragapult to deal damage to Greninja EX, and when we put those damage counters on their Frostlass, we're gonna take our last prize. They're gonna use Counter Catcher. They have 50% chance of success here. Alakazam also can hit for weakness against their Greninja EX to win us the game. So either way, I think we got this game. Alright, there you have it. My opponent concedes. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel. And until next time, please stay safe and have a great day.